All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Trailing here by 8. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. And it's Ariza in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kevin McHale.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
For New Orleans, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
Well, they were a fairly decent free throw shooting team a year ago, Kevin, about 77% from the line.
He hits the second from the line. Houston leading by 7. Harden dishes to Howard. He kicks it to Jones. Here's the hook. Rebound Ashik. Ashik's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Holiday. It's stolen by Ariza. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 18 points in the game.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
You know, there's always a little hesitation with newly formed star-loaded teams, and you wondered if the Rockets would click early last year. They did, and ended up with the 4 seed out west.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. The steal. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break.
Take a look at what Eric Gordon's been doing. 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
Well, trade rumors circulated around Eric Gordon last season. Makes you wonder if there was some buyer's remorse from the Pelicans after they matched the Suns' 4-year, almost $60 million offer sheet.
And he can't get the first one. And for Eric Gordon, guys who had expressed some dissatisfaction with the situation in New Orleans, rumors, in fact, existed of a rift last season with him and Coach Monty Williams.
Well, that frequently happens on teams that are struggling like the Pelicans did last year. And, you know, sometimes the contract can make a trade more difficult, so he may be stuck in New Orleans. And in the end, you just have to get healthy and deliver and make the best of whatever situation you're in.
Now here's Howard. 14 points for him, and he gets it to go.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Holiday, the pass to Evans. Here's Ashik. He's guarded by Howard. Holiday dishes to Evans. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Can't get it to go. Excellent D from Howard. Rockets leading by 9. And here's Beverly. Screen by Howard. Howard setting the pick for Harden. Harden left side. Houston needs to get a shot off. Howard. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now it's an 11-point Rocket lead. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, Dwight Howard, one of the more criticized stars over the past few seasons. He says he's motivated by his critics, and he's had more than a few. Howard, playing with a chip on his shoulder, he feels he has a lot to prove.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Harden against Gordon.
Omer Ashik in the poison pill year of his contract now, making about $15 million this season. That money scared off the Chicago Bulls, but Houston was able to find a taker in the New Orleans Pelicans.
And Ashik certainly a great defensive NBA center, Clark, but $15 million, that's a big chunk of change.
That is especially as cap conscious as teams are now under the new CBA. But he's in a contract year playing for his next contract now. If he does well, it's hard to believe, but his next contract might not be too far off from what he's making right now.
And he sinks the second. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Howard. He feeds it to Beverly. Harden outside. Tries it from 9. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Gordon kicks to Evans. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Evans has got 11.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Harden the pass to Howard. Back to Harden. Ariza kicks to Beverly. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Pelicans trail by 11. Holiday, 11 points in the game. Throws it up high. And Davis throws it down.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Howard can't hit. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Holiday dishes to Evans. Back to Holiday. Kicks it out to Evans. Gordon against Ariza. Evans passes to Gordon. Rejected by Howard. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Jeff Adrian's checked in for Terrence Jones. And a change for the Pelicans. Ryan Anderson. He's checked in for Davis. Holiday inside the line. Cans the shot from the wing. Holiday's got 13 points.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Beverly with the ball. He's got 5. Pass to Howard. Shot left block, and it's good. Howard's got 20 points.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Outside Holiday. On the wing, Evans. Evans left side. He dishes it to Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The drive by Gordon. Shoots from the baseline. Second chance shot. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Ashik.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
And they're able to recover.
We watched Howard play some great basketball. He has 9 rebounds, and he's been a brick wall today with all those blocks.
Has he ever? I mean, he's really making them think twice about bringing the ball into the middle.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low. Although the Pelicans played some tough games against the West last season, they still showed their youth when it came to competing against the better teams.
Jimmer Fredetti's checked in for Eric Gordon. And both free throws good for Howard. As you said, although the Pelicans gave some teams trouble last year in the West, but overall, Steve, the conference was just too much for them.
Yeah, 15 wins against the rest of the West, and they do have a lot of work to do before they're viewed as a threat in the conference, but they're getting there.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 13. Evans attacking. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Evans has got 13.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Harden kicks to Howard. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
It's Rockets ball.
Pelicans trail by 7. Now here is Fredette. 5 points in the game. From outside the arc, Adrian with the rebound. The Rockets have gone 5-9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Howard with a screen on Holiday. Here's Beverly. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Second team foul. New Orleans foul call. Ryan Anderson. That's his 3rd personal foul.
Well, you look at Patrick Beverly, and I think he embodies the phrase Chicago tough. And he's relatively unknown growing up and hooping in the playgrounds of West Chicago. He's always played the game with an edge, though, and that served him well as an NBA player.
Well, Beverly learned pressure defense back in high school as the lead guard in a 1-2-2 press. To prepare his team to play that way, his coach had them running stairs, running around the school nonstop for an hour every day. And Beverly still fanatical about his conditioning. Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
Houston leading by 8. Here is Harden. 18 points for him. Howard in the post. Working on Ashik. Howard kicks to Adrian. Shot clock at 6. It's Harden with the drive. Shot is off. And New Orleans will come the other way. And so Patrick Beverly, taken in the second round in 2009. Clark, the final cut at training camp by the Miami Heat. He spent the next 5 years playing in Greece and in Russia.
You're right, Kevin. Those are physical leagues where they allow a lot of contact. His defense was how he survived. And even now, that's his bread and butter. That's how he plays. He defends.
Now Beverly following Tyreek Evans' three-point attempt. Harden dishes to Adrian. Here's Howard. The Rockets with another miss. Pelicans trail by 8. Holiday, the pass to Evans. Outside Holiday. In the corner, it's Fredette. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game. For Houston, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Now a timeout called by Houston. Well, the Rockets were so deadly, Steve, in this building, and a lot of that was because of how fast they would get things going.
Yeah, they would often blitz opponents out of the gate and just manage the lead after the first quarter.
Daniels, he's checked in for Houston. Cannon comes in for Patrick Beverly. And New Orleans also making a change. Salmons is checked in. Here's Howard. 22 points for him. Harden kicks to Howard. Daniels dishes to Howard. Clock at 6. And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Pelicans trail by 7.
You know, as you were saying, the Rockets were great here. Their fast starts here at the Toyota Center helped them win 33 games at home last season.
Now here is Holiday. 15 points in the game. Beyond the arc. Adrian with the rebound. Adrian's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, for the Rockets, they're just so tough to beat at home because they're explosive offensively, and they've got a great crowd. So once they get the lead in their home building, they are tough to catch.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 18.
James Harden with the most famous beard in the NBA. In fact, he leaves his barber in charge of trimming it, so you can give him all the credit or maybe the blame, depending on how you look at it.
In Harden, a relatively quiet demeanor. Some have even said moody, but clearly he's embraced his new leading role in Houston.
And he said as much himself. He looks at the Rockets as his team, and you can see it in his demeanor on the court. With that leadership comes responsibility, and I think he's ready to continue to step into that.
And the first one drops.
Well, James Harden is a pure scorer, but for him to get this Rockets team where they hope to go, I think he has to lead in more ways than just offensively. Really needs to set the example with his defense, his effort, and his unselfishness as well.
And the Rockets making a change here. Jones is checked in. Smith checked in for the Pelicans. And both free throws good for James Harden.
And Harden is a great passer. But last season, at times, it seemed like he settled into being a ball stopper. He's so talented, so gifted offensively. He's an excellent offensive player when he's isolated. But this team has so much offensive talent. I think they're best served to keep that ball hopping. And that goes for any team, but clearly a team that has the weapons that Houston does.
On defense, the Rockets. At one point, they led by 16. And it's Smith penetrating. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Anderson. And you think of the superstar two guards who have won titles over the years, whether it's Kobe Bryant in Los Angeles or Dwayne Wade in Miami, Steve, they've all gotten after it defensively.
Yeah, and I think that's where Harden has to take the next step, in my opinion. When he's locked in, he's great. You know, he's got the long wingspan, he's got the strength. It's just about having that focus and that energy, that intensity that you need at the defensive end.
And it's Smith missing. Houston leading by 7. Cannon, the pass to Jones. Dishes it to Daniels. Pass to Cannon. Harden outside. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, they're in great position here, and it's thanks in large part to their three-point shooting.
You called that right. They are lighting it up from behind the arc this half.
Now here is Smith. Here's Anderson. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Anderson's got 9.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Harden kicks to Canaan. Here's Howard. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ashik's got 11 rebounds in the game. There's the pick, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
It's his 4th foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
Some changes for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Ashik, and it's Austin Rivers in for Fredette.
Austin Rivers.
Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Harden dishes to Daniels. Jones with the screen on Smith. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Cannon, the pass to Jones. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jones has got 8 points.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Now here's Rivers. He's got 5. A 3 from Anderson. That drops. Anderson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Harden kicks to Jones. Harden against Salmons. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Now Rivers. The dish now to Smith. The 3. And no good trying to get that one. The third quarter comes to a close. Rockets ahead. They're up by 7. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Rockets leading by 7 on the court for the Pelicans. Getting the fourth quarter going. Anderson and Davis, they're in the middle. Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. And it's Rivers in at the 1 spot. Here's Ariza. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Ariza's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Houston. New Orleans gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Evans kicks to Rivers. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the layup.
Looked like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
And for Houston, they're shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. And Beverly kicks to Ariza. Passes it to Jones. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Take a look at what Jones has done. He's got 8 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
Well, he showed off how intelligent he is defensively. He understands where the ball is, where players are, what's happening in front of him.
It took some time, and fans might have been unsure for a while, but clearly the Pelicans have a direction for this team now, and I think they're a franchise on the rise.
And with the Pelicans getting a franchise big like they did with Davis always helps, but you're also active in acquiring talent to grow around him.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And so Jones nails both of them. For the Pelicans, getting young talent is one thing. And they want to make sure, Clark, that they got the right talent to fit alongside their stars.
Kevin, I really think sometimes the cohesiveness and the fitting of the parts is overlooked and undervalued. And Pelicans are trying to make that a real priority. Not only do we want talent, but we want it to fit together nicely. You've got to give them kudos for that.
That's a good point. And the Pelicans with possession here. Following the score by Houston. Holiday attacking. Back to Evans. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gordon. Howard with the block. And they get it back.
Anthony Davis voted most likely to have a breakout year 2, and the GMs called it right. First-time All-Star, most improved candidate, statistically a top 10 player in the league.
That free throw missing. And you look at the numbers for Davis last season, Clark, around 20 and 10.
And you throw in about 3 blocks and 1.5 steals a game, as well as him upping his scoring while improving his percentages. The sky's the limit for this guy.
Good on the second free throw.
Anthony Davis was stellar all of last year, but he did miss a lot of time with injury trouble. And I think that's the only thing that's going to slow him down in his quest to be possibly the best player in the NBA. That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together, one setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
They set the pick. Holiday with it. Jones covering. Evans kicks to Davis. That misses off the backboard. And you mentioned, Clark, the injury for Davis. He missed a couple of weeks with a broken bone in his hand.
Yeah, he got banged up his rookie season, too, but he's putting on muscle so that he can withstand the physicality of the NBA. And that'll help with his durability and his ability to hold his ground on defense.
And here's Holiday after Trevor Ariza just hit the three. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. Second shot opportunity, and Davis puts it in.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Rockets leading by 14. Beverly dishes to Jones. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Ariza with the bucket.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Gordon. Davis setting the pick for Evans. Back to Gordon. Blocked. But he gets it back over Daniels. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Pelicans making a change. Ashik's checked in. And here's Houston. They're on a 14-5 run here. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Daniels. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Now here is Holiday. Evans passes to Holiday. There's the pick. Davis sets a screen. The drive by Gordon. Shot is blocked.
You can see the struggles that he's had from the field. They're really starting to get to him.
Beverly with the ball. Here's Howard. The rebound by Holiday.
Well contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You've got to make them work for it. Challenge every shot.
A floater. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Jones has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
To the middle. And Beverly kicks to Ariza. Jones dishes to Ariza. And that one hits back iron. Pelicans trailed by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Holiday, the pass to Gordon. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And 12 points for Eric Gordon.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Beverly dishes to Daniels. Jones with the screen on Gordon. Daniels kicks to Jones. Clock at 6. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Holiday. And now the Pelicans on the break. Holiday is running. Outside Gordon. Now here's Evans. Back to Holiday. 5 to shoot. Here's Beverly. And here's Daniels. Good on the shot. Daniels has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Davis. Back to Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. From deep. Again, the miss by Gordon.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Beverly the pass to Daniels. Here's Jones. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And the Rockets lead by 20.
The 2 points are pretty much a lock when they're able to get the ball into that position inside.
And Holiday kicks to Evans. Back to Holiday. And it's Evans in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
For 3.
Holiday's got 6 assists now in the game.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Now here's Beverly. There's the feed to Ariza. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Pelicans trail by 20. And Holiday kicks to Gordon.
You know, every team in the league loves to have good size in the middle, but it does seem like the league is getting tougher for big men. You know, help defenses now, the allowance of zone defenses, you can sort of load up on players. It can inhibit a big man's ability to attack because you can see double teaming even before he's gotten the ball. But it's made for great strategy, and I really like the new rules.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Eric Gordon, a gifted scoring guard who's, Steve, been hampered with injuries throughout his young career.
Well, you think about his first 4 seasons, he's missed almost half of his games, and we saw some of that in Indiana as well when he was in college. But hopefully he can find his health and be consistent in terms of his durability because he is a terrific offensive weapon.
James Harden, he's checked in for Daniels. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. Their transition offense has to be a focal point, he told them. Points on the break are going to be crucial for the rest of this game. He also wants them using a fundamental offensive approach. Specifically, he'd like to see them running the pick and roll as often as they can. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Now here is Holiday. Gordon dishes to Holiday. Fires the 3. Rockets with the rebound. Howard's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
And for Gordon, you know, I think the injuries have also held him back on the court. A steady decline in his scoring efficiency year after year since he came into the league. And this was a guy that had tremendous potential until the wheels started to go south. Strong, explosive, aggressive. And it's a shame that he's been hurt as much as he has the last few years.
And he gets it to go. 19 points for Tyreke Evans. Rockets leading by 17. Now Beverly. Harden with it. Right side Jones. Back to Harden. 5 on the clock. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Houston with another.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Pelicans trailed by 19. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. He said their plan was run their offense through James Harden. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. First one falls for him. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, playing in the West can be a grind, and that's what was impressive about where the Rockets ended up. They didn't rely on their bench a whole lot. They really rode their starters.
Now here's Howard. Now here's Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Harden with the drive. Gordon with the defensive effort. As you said, Clark, Rockets did well against the rest of the conference and really didn't have a deep rotation.
Usually that can catch up to a team, but the Rockets starters were able to stay healthy and log big minutes last year, and it's why they nabbed that 4th seed in the West.
Now here is Holiday. Harden missing his last shot. Beyond the arc. And Drew Holiday with the 3.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for Houston.
Clark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball movement, you're right.
And you see the contributions from the role players on the team. And, boy, what a game it was for Trevor Ariza. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come up with steals and get extra possessions for his team.
Pelicans trail by 17. Outside Holiday. Evans left side. From 12 feet out. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Now here's Beverly, guarded by Holiday. Harden outside. Off the left rim and out. The Pelicans shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. And Holiday, here we go. Now the pass to Evans. Trying to get open is Davis, and it's Evans missing.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Beverly. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And now let's go over to Doris Burke on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan Player of the Game. Doris, take it away.
Yes, I'm here with James Harden. Congratulations on this win. It was a team effort, aided by this electric home crowd atmosphere. What made the difference?
We just trying to play solid defense. Talk to each other, help each other out. That was amazing tonight. It was unbelievable. Like I said, I'm happy for our guys. And, we got a good victory at home.
Communication's so key. James, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan Player of the Game, James.